Podcast.
Cast. I'm here on time. I want it on record again. Just my apologies for running late today to the show.
You're here on time for what, though? It's 5:42.
Well, no, I'm here on time for the podcast. That was
because
my way.
We can record this during the show. Like if you're late for this, that means you've missed an hour 40 of the show.
Okay, then I won't do my apology that I was going to do. That I did, actually.
Okay, you just have a hissy fit.
I'm not having a hissy fit. I'm saving that for tomorrow night.
Why?
Because I'm going to have
when I look hotter than you.
Please.
I know that's a joke, and I even hated myself for saying it. So please disregard
that.
No,
I actually have seen what you're wearing, and it is very dashing. I think you and I are going to just burn it up there on the stage. It's going to be so.
I think if just the crew start performing, we'll just be the first on the dance floor. I know. We're talking about radios on nights. It's tomorrow night, the Radio Awards, and good luck to everybody because it is 100 years of commercial radio, and I've been on that for about 23 of those years. So
I know it's still here somehow.
Yeah,
I'm excited to catch up with all the radio announcers from around the country with funny names like Whippy and Floppo and Dixie.
Whippy will be there actually. Whippy is a good mate of mine. Whippy and I used to live together.
Not to be confused with Whipper.
No, because they're different names.
Yeah, I know. But
it's like saying like James. Don't confuse that with Joel.
That's my middle name though.
Joel James. No, I used to live with Whippy, and then what we used to get, he used to have such a temper.
That's the most ridiculous sentence, by the way.
He used to have such a temper. We lived on Arthur Street just off Chapel Street, opposite the Jam Factory in Melbourne.
Ooh.
And he would put Sarah Lee Nana's pies in the oven every night for dinner, right? And he'd never get it right, so they'd always burn. And because he had such a temper, he would walk outside and throw them on the neighbour's roof.
What?
So there were about 50 Nana's pies.
That is hilarious.
And then a bit of trivia, the real Peter Alexander lived at the end of our street.
What?
Pajama King.
Oh, my gosh. Well, at first I misheard you and I thought you meant Peter Allen. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
Peter Alexander. Did he have big pink doors at his...
No, I don't think so. I think that was pre-pink doors.
Oh, God,
pre-pink doors. That sounds weird.
Mm.
There were some people looking at pink doors after the Radio Awards tomorrow night, I think. When they all get together after a few free Prosecco's.
Oh, I know. The Prosecco will be flowing. the function wine will be out.
And that's what it deserves. You know, like lukewarm Prosecco.
Oh, absolutely. There'll
right.
be a cork, like within a distance of you at every moment. There'll be a corked wedge. You know.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
There will be some real glamour tomorrow night.
Enjoy today's podcast, and we're back on Monday with Ricky Lee. We'll have some results for you from Radio's Night of Nights. And we're really pumped about today's show because we had a little throwback to our original television days when we did the project, or formerly the 7 p.m. project, the Metro Whip Around. So the OG whippers are in today's show. Make sure you have a listen. And I think Jermaine's actually worked on a brilliant video for that too. He was up all night. That's probably why he's such a grumpy bum today. Big grump. Walking around here grumping it up because he did a video for us last night.
He's not in the booth as well. He can't hear this. That's great.
No, but he'll love the mention. Enjoy the podcast.
Always.
This is Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
It's Ricky Lee, it's Tim Blackwell, it's Joel Creasy, it's the gang.
Yo.
Yes, guilty as charged.
Today I feel Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. To the place I love.
I think this could be the best show ever.
This is the best day of my whole life.
Hanging out with friends.
Wow. We're the up and about party show.
Turn it up, Tim.
Oh yeah, here we go. What up, boys?
Yes, welcome to Friday afternoon. And yes, it's for the boys, but at the moment there's only one boy. Joel, look, it's raining in Melbourne. His Uber has run into some issues. He will be here for Anthony Albanese next. But at the moment, this girl is having fun on his own. Ricky's filming Idol. I'm here.
Boys.
Nice, Dan. Hey, if you want to win $100 thanks to Shell Coles Express, the gift card, join me on the radio, please, will you? 13 24 10. Call me now. All I call us today, get that. Go, Cindy.
Boys. Boys.
It's all we really want. 13 24 10, because you can get unbeatable protection with Shell V Power 98 Premium Fuel. And fuel the feeling. Head to shell.com.au for all your details.
Boys.
Oh, hey, Kyle. How you doing?
Hey, Tim. Pretty good, mate.
Oh, just the boys. What's on for the weekend?
Well, it's actually a boys' weekend, mate. The wives are away.
Oh, where are you going? What are you doing?
It's a bit of a quiet one. Races and the casino.
Oh, wow. That really is a boys. Let me give you $100 to put on black. Thanks to Shell Coles Express. I don't think you can go to the casino and put a Shell Coles Express gift card on the tables, but try it. Hey, Janelle, how you doing?
Boys.
Hey, Tim. I'm just ringing to empathise with you. I'm in the car on my own, and I'm actually enjoying it. So you should maybe enjoy being in the studio on your own.
To be honest, Janelle, I actually love this. This is really my happy
Yeah,
place.
there you go.
$100 to you,
Happy
Janelle.
partnering up.
Boys.
Thank you.
Happy weekend. 13 24 10. Hey, Chris.
How you going?
Good, bro. Did you watch the cricket last night?
I did watch the cricket, yes.
What a schmozzle.
Well, it hasn't been the greatest start. I was hoping we'd go a little bit better than we did.
Yes, mate. Well, I think we got Sri Lanka, is it? I think Sri Lanka's in the
Yeah,
mix.
Sri Lanka Sunday, is it? I think Sunday.
Monday. We'll give you $100 thanks to Shell Coles Express. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Have a
Appreciate
great
it.
weekend. Oh, my God.
You too, mate.
Just
Oh
as
my
I kick
gosh.
off the song.
I'm here.
Oh, hey, bud.
What a day. It's a bit wet in Melbourne. Congratulations, Chris.
Calm down. Anthony Albanese's next, and I'll say hi to you
great.
during the song.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
On Nova.
Oh, Calvin and Sam. Desire here on Nova. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, welcome, buddy. As soon as I saw your little face, your little stressed out little face, I hit off the song. So welcome.
I'm here. I was horrified. I mean, I can't really blame the rain, but I'm Ubering around town at the moment, and they're a little slower than usual.
Well, you've been everywhere, man. As has our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, who's joining us on the phone. Where are you today, Albo?
I've been in Adelaide, Hobart, and I've just landed back in Sydney.
Wow.
Yesterday I was in Sydney, Perth and Adelaide,
Yes.
and the day before I was at Uluru and Port Lincoln. So it's been
Oh, my
a
gosh.
very busy time.
I mean, Prime Minister, what do you like? Are you a coffee man? What keeps you going?
Oh, I have to have my at least one coffee, but if I'm going to do true confessions here, it's usually more than one coffee in the morning to get
Yes.
going.
You're allowed to
Usually
say
a
that.
couple.
You're on this show on a Friday. Generally, we have a beer and a coffee cup, so
Yeah.
you're allowed to. You're allowed to say. You're allowed to say
As
you
you
have.
should on a Friday afternoon. It's after 4. It's sort of beer o'clock comes earlier on a Friday.
Endorsed
doesn't
by the PM, bosses. Endorsed by
Yeah,
the
Couldn't
PM.
go for
agree
it.
more, Prime Minister.
Can I just ask quickly, because we will get on to serious matters in a sec, but who's got Toto when you're never at home?
it? I have a shared custody system with that little dog. So some of the time she's at my ex's Carmel's, and most of the time she's with me when I'm around. But when I'm travelling, then Toto. Yeah, she has lots of volunteers as puppy sitters. Let me tell you, so, and she's happy with whoever she's with as long as they're feeding her
Yes.
and giving her cuddles.
Although I did see the footage of you playing cricket with Fitzy and Whipper and Kate and
Yeah,
the
did
other
they
day.
behave?
But also because Toto just followed you around that whole game, and that's why
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
played the
no,
last
and
year,
she
she didn't leave
runs
your
with
side
me
either.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
She
So
runs. I reckon I should get 2 for every run because there's me and Toto both running
Well,
up
Joel,
and back.
didn't Melania Trump? But didn't we all think she had a body double? So maybe,
I know, yeah.
maybe our Prime Minister's dog has the body double.
Hot man.
No,
I say you're not
she's
commenting on that. I get that. That's fine.
No, she's one of a kind. No. She of course doesn't know, like a lot of dogs, doesn't know that she's a dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is
Thinks
just like
very
my
much
dog.
She's got a person. She's a person.
So where are
Yeah,
you going to
so-
be for tomorrow, Albo? What's your day look like tomorrow, referendum day?
Tomorrow I'll start off in my electorate and then I'm travelling to Wollongong. I'm doing some booze there, and then I'm travelling to Canberra. So it's going to be a very busy day, and one I sincerely hope that Australians do vote for what's a really simple proposition, just asking for recognition in our Constitution of the fact that people were here before 1788, and we've got that 65,000 years of history, the oldest continuous culture on earth. It should be a source of great pride. And then it's simply a non-binding advisory committee. That's all the voice is, the opportunity to listen to Indigenous Australians about matters that affect them, because that's how you get better results. If you talk to people who are impacted by policies, you'll get better outcomes.
Yeah, is that the one thing you'd say to those that are still at this point undecided?
Yeah, I'd say two things. One is there's absolutely nothing to fear here. And there's been a whole range of the fear campaigns is all about things that aren't to do with the referendum, which to me shows there's no weakness in what's actually being put forward. It's legally sound. It's a clear proposition. And secondly is that this hasn't come from politicians. This is a gracious request from Indigenous Australians who met at Uluru in a constitutional convention in 2017 after more than 5 years of consultations and meetings involving thousands of people. 250 delegates came together there, and they asked in the Uluru Statement for Australians to take this action, as the Uluru Statement says, to overcome the torment of powerlessness, of them being alienated from their own country and being able to be heard. And we know that we're living in now today, and we know there's an 8-year life expectancy gap. There's a greater chance of an Indigenous young male going to jail than going to university, twice the suicide rate, twice the chance of a young woman who's Indigenous dying in childbirth. We can do better than this. And this offers hope and optimism for the future. It's a request from Indigenous Australians to us. And it won't impact 97% of Australians won't be impacted.
Well, that's
by
the
this
thing. That's what
at
I always
all.
think too. Like obviously I care, but when you think that 80% of the Indigenous population want this, surely that's all I need to know. But also,
that's right. It's it won't impact you or me directly, our lives. It won't affect directly my son's life.
No.
What it will do though is provide opportunity for Indigenous Australians, and if we're not going to recognise them in our nation's birth certificate, basically now. When are we going to get around to doing it? Every other former colony in the world has done that. So I really hope
the ice cream truck's there.
The conversation there.
You know, referendums don't have a good track record, right? And obviously the polls the polls are real Debbie Downers. But you've been actually out there. We've just listed all the places you've been. What are you feeling the result will be tomorrow? Like genuinely, after speaking to everybody from literally every corner of Australia, what are you feeling?
Been working hard.
Look, I feel that people who I've spoken about, and I've been in every state and territory in the land in the last week, people I've spoken to who look at the question overwhelmingly say yes. There's no reason to vote no, unless you say, yep, this is as good as it gets, everything's fine. I respect that people will make their own decisions, and some people might say you should never change the Constitution. I've met a couple of people who've said that. That's fine. That's a decision to be made. But this is a once-in-a-generation chance. This is the first referendum we've had this century, literally. And, it mightn't come around again, and it's about showing respect. But the other thing I'd say is that remember when we had the apology to the stolen generations in 2008, there was this big beer campaign then too. It was going to result in all these consequences. Marriage equality was going to mean that people would marry the Harbour Bridge. And
I did propose at the Harbour Bridge, and I'm still waiting on my response from the bridge, from the coat hanger.
From the bridge.
I think we make a good couple.
All the beer campaigns, when women were given the vote, which the first place that happened, of course, was in South Australia, where I was this morning. There was a campaign then that sounded very similar to the campaign now. Some women don't support it. That was true at the time, but overwhelmingly they did, like overwhelmingly Indigenous Australians do now. There was a thing of, this will take away the rights of men, will be the losers in this, so men should not vote for this to happen. Overwhelmingly, again, that was a complete nonsense. Just like the fear campaigns on marriage equality, on the apology. People, when we wake up on Sunday, if Australians vote yes tomorrow, people will wake up and nothing will be lost by anyone, but just something will be gained for the first Australians. And we'll all feel, I think, better about ourselves as a nation. So I sincerely hope that people take the opportunity to vote yes tomorrow.
Yeah, the sun's still going to rise and still going to set at the same time, and I'm still going to be on the couch watching Real Housewives of Sydney. It's not going to affect me at all.
Exactly.
Hey, what
I'm assuming you haven't had time to catch up.
No, they will send it to you. You've got watermark copies. You can send it to him.
Yeah. I'll send you some.
I've just got to say quickly, it's a very big day tomorrow. Not just the Yes campaign, but it's also the radio awards. So once you get your result at around 6-ish, we'll be hitting the stage at the ICC in Sydney. Surely you endorse Ricky Lee, Tim, and Joel to be our best on-air team at the radio awards tomorrow.
Good luck. Absolutely. Do I get a vote in that?
Oh my gosh.
It's PM, I reckon. I get a vote in the ARIA Awards. That's always good fun.
Yeah.
Every year. So.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I think the voting's closed for the Radio Awards, but at least we know that we've got your backing.
We'll say it on stage.
Yeah, we'll say it
Thank
on
you,
stage.
Prime Minister.
Exactly.
Exactly. You feel very welcome because you guys all do a great job.
Thanks, mate. Well, I'll see you for a sausage in our electorate tomorrow. And I know the campaign's done, but I think this LCD sound system song would have been a good one for the Yes campaign because it's just yeah.
Fantastic.
See you, Abbo. Good luck.
See you later. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, everybody. Vote yes.
Okay.
It's after 4. Beer o'clock comes earlier on a Friday.
Endorsed by the PM bosses.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, driving you home on Nova.
See? Not bad when the PM says you're allowed to have a beer and a coffee cup at 4 o'clock.
I know. Thank you, Prime Minister.
How good. Hey, were you watching the cricket last night?
Oh, of course I was. Loved it.
No.
It was,
Don't lie to me.
No, I wasn't watching the cricket last night. I didn't even know it was on.
But I've got something for you. I got something to get you into cricket because the World Cup's on. We actually got beaten. It was our worst ever defeat in a World Cup last night.
Oh, no.
But we were playing South Africa, and I think I've got a reason for you to watch the cricket. You ready?
Yeah.
Brilliant from de Kock.
Well played to de Kock.
Brilliant from de Kock.
Well played to de Kock. He's at it again, Quinton de Kock.
Oh, Quinton
de Kock gets the inside edge of the bat and it misses the stumps. He's moving nicely, de Kock.
Are you into it now? You like the cricket?
The best
this is like
Quinton
some
de Kock today.
Commentating my bedroom live.
Smashed. Quinton de Kock starting to look good.
Which team does de Kock play for?
South Africa.
Out of the ground from Quinton de Kock. The kids are loving it.
The kids are loving it.
So our next game's Monday night, 7:30 against Sri Lanka. So there's no de Kock in that one. But
come on, Australia.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Oh, what a treat for Friday. That is Pink and Blow Me.
He's at it again, Quinton de Kock.
One last kiss.
She would say that to her enemies before she knocks them out. Blow me one last kiss.
One last kiss. And no dicks. That's my rule. No dicks.
That's a rule.
No dicks. We're going to lean into something, a little blast from the past for us after 5 o'clock, something that you and I were involved in almost from its inception.
Very much so. And I think everybody that took place or participated in this thing has some form of showbiz trauma attached to it.
Yeah. It certainly is it's certainly a place to cut your teeth. We're talking about the project's now deceased segment, the Metro Whip Around.
Which we never had enough time. It was always, like, in the last, they say, each state has 30 seconds, so technically 2.5 minutes, but they'd always start it with only about 90 seconds to go.
And also,
so someone was going to be in trouble.
For most of us, and well, me for sure, it was my first television experience. So, like, live and under the pump.
I know, crossing to the big guns at the desk, carrying,
I know.
And it was Charlie back then.
Yeah, it was Charlie and Hughesy. It's magic.
I know.
So we've got some of the old school whippers.
We've got the
after 5
classics.
o'clock.
We've got the each
classics.
state's sort of like classic whipper.
Yeah, so we'll do that very soon. Let's ask the question now. And just keep in mind that every caller today gets $100 to spend at Shell Coles Express, a little gift card. What would you eat 48 of? 13, 24, 10. What would you eat 48 of?
Krispy Kreme donut, original glazed.
The licorice bullets for me.
Oh, I like those raspberry bullets with the chocolate.
I'll have them.
Chocolate coating.
Oh, yeah.
they're yummy.
I think all bullets have a chocolate coating. I think that just goes without saying.
Oh, of course, a bullet, yes.
Yeah.
Well, this woman named Equana,
Yeah.
which is a name I've never heard of before.
Never heard of Equana, no.
Equana, she went on a date at a place called Fontaine's Oyster House in Atlanta.
That sounds delightful.
Right? It all sounds very nice. Now, she said, this is Equana.
Yeah.
Equana, if you're wondering how that's spelled. She said that she had gone on a date with this bloke because he had been pestering her to go out with him. So she's like, all right, yeah, I'll go on a date. Maybe she insisted on Fontaine's Oyster House because she knows it's a bit bougie. So Equana
You love saying
kicks the meal off.
I can feel that. You love it.
I know. Kicks the meal off with eating 48 oysters to herself.
I really love oysters.
48
So does
oysters?
Equana.
No,
Which she had them
that's
with Tabasco.
too many.
Tabasco and lemon, right? So Equana sits down on the date with this bloke and just smashes 48 oysters, right? So she finishes her eating her 48 oysters, which, like, aren't they meant to be a bit of an aphrodisiac?
Yeah, well, I've never experienced that, but maybe because I always accompany my oysters with Tommy's margaritas. I'll have 48 Tommy's margaritas.
As a joke, every time Jack and I have oysters and he has his first one, I go, "Are you a little bit horny?" Fun joke.
Fun joke.
So
you guys are really fun.
Oh, we're real fun at the moment, trust me. She eats 48 oysters. Then after she's done that, her date, the bloke, he excuses himself to go to the bathroom. And then he never comes back.
Oh, no. He's ducked down on Equana.
He ghosts Equana. So Equana's now
Maybe she's
full
a bit
of 48
stinky.
oysters. And she waits 30 minutes for him to come back. Then she texted him and said, and he said he transferred her money for the drinks.
Okay. Yeah,
But I reckon he was like, I can't keep up. If she's out having 48 oysters for an entree, what's she going to do for the main?
Even when, like, two of us having dinner, a dozen is even just that little bit too much sometimes. Like, 6 is almost too much in one sitting, I think. I can't just sit there and slam oysters. I'm not like an oyster slammer.
Well, you're a texting oyster slammer. But I can't slurp back 48
I'll have 3 or
oysters.
4 very comfortably. Really comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what she was going to order for her main, though. I reckon she would have gone for, like, the tomahawk steak where the kitchen's like, that takes an hour to prepare, just FYI.
Yeah. All right, what would you have 48 of, Amy? What would you have 48 of?
Cheese and spinach pastizzis. Can't stop.
Oh, pastizzis!
Yeah.
A blast from the past. We used to do Pastizzi Wednesday in here on the show.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
They're so good.
So good. And also, Pastizzi is a little bit cheeky, what it means, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe that's one to research outside of this 4:36 time slot.
Okay.
But have a think about what the Pastizzi looks like.
Oh!
Delicious.
Delicious.
Nom, nom, nom.
Hi, Dee.
Hello, the boys.
It's the boys.
Yes, it's the boys' club. What would you eat 48 of?
It's a hard choice between dim sims and potato cakes.
Hang on, fried dim sim or steamed dim sim?
Steamed?
Yeah, I mean, with soy sauce?
Yeah, or tomato sauce. I'm not fast.
Tomato sauce? Oh, mate.
Oh, no, I don't mind dim sim with tomato sauce.
Are you serious? I mean, I would not have that, but I'd have to dip it in soy sauce. That's the go-to. And for everyone playing in the rugby league states, you're talking about potato scallops.
I know. I was too scared to even get into that.
Because potato cakes is weird. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, see, I think we call it potato cakes here. No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
We do.
Yeah, Melbourne does.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing. The rugby league states and the AFL states, they talk different, you know?
Oh, what do we like?
And also, you know, a little bit of trivia. You know, it's the Everest tomorrow. I think this is true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The race courses, the horse race courses in the rugby league states run one way, and the race courses in the AFL states run the opposite way around the track.
Well, if that's true, that's
not bad, is it?
Fascinating little tidbit.
You're lying to me, but thank you for your support.
No, I'm serious. I'll dine out on that tomorrow night when I'm talking to someone, Melissa Doyle or someone intelligent
at the
on
radio
the table.
Awards.
Yeah,
hey,
the radio awards.
Adrian, finally, what would you eat 48 of?
Hey guys, it's got to be Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Perfect.
Oh my god!
How many in
That's
a
like
tube?
half a can. Yeah, I was wondering how many.
Gosh, those tubes of Pringles. I can't even fit me big fat fingers in there.
Oh
my big fist.
Fingers. Oh.
Yes, Victoria, South Australia, Tasmania, anti-clockwise. Queensland, New South Wales, clockwise. There you go.
Oh my god! I'm going to tell everybody at our table that.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
On Nova.
Guess who's popular at the moment? And that's a very broad
song?
question. No, Kylie Minogue in Vegas.
Oh, isn't she just like the tickets sold out in seconds?
And I'm not sure if you heard, but Katie, just before 4 o'clock on the Chrissy Swan show, just won tickets to go and see Kylie in Vegas.
Oh my God, Katie, I'm so jealous of you. Want to scratch your eyes out right now.
But guess
Good
what?
on you.
This is the show to be on now as well, because next week we have a huge prize to give away. The same thing. A trip for you and a friend to see Kylie live in Vegas. Kylie's new album, Tension, it's out now, featuring Padum Padum and Tension.
And the Minogues are genuinely lovely people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone with a bad word to say about them. Like, they really are. They're
Just
just
like you and I.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're the Minogues of
We're
radio.
the Minogues of this office.
We are. We really are. Who's the Brendan?
Oh, which one's Brendan? Is Brendan a brother?
We'll have to tell Ricky on Monday that she's Brendan Minogue.
But then I don't think we should pick if we're Kylie or Danny, because sometimes I think we might fluctuate.
Well, it also depends. Like, I sometimes see myself as a Kylie, other times I see myself as a Danny.
I think you're more Kylie than me. In fact, I think you're
Danny's
more
a
Kylie
bit-
and Danny than me.
No, Danny's a bit like spicier. I think you're a bit more of a Danny.
Oh, that's nice. And we've also just been given the tick of approval to walk out to this song tomorrow night. At the
It's
radio
the only
awards.
thing that's going to get me out onto stage. But watch the
come
room
on.
light up.
I wonder who the DJ is tomorrow night at the radio awards, like Hot Dub Time Machine or something.
I know. I'll be holding up my phone like, play Padum Padum.
There was a time. Oh, what was the band? Why would I start that sentence without knowing the band? What was that Australian? Justice Crew. They used to be at the radio awards every single year.
Every year. I
What happened
know.
to the Justice Crew? What are they up to?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, one of them's a Purple Eagle now. That's right.
Oh, that's a bit of a gear shift.
Yeah, remember we used to get him on the phone all the time?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, because you're good looking. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm having massive flashbacks now.
Let's talk about being tech savvy. 13, 24, 10. If you're not that tech, we want to know kind of how tech are you?
No logic.
But
Technology.
obviously untech because,
Technology.
well, it makes sense in a second. And don't forget,
Yeah.
$100 to spend at Shell Coles Express for our calls today. Because a
Because I've
girl...
got friends that, they go home and they click their fingers and everything turns on and they've got everything, everything they control off their phone.
I don't like that level of tech. Like, I don't want clap lights. I don't
I'm happy
want...
to switch it. No, I'm happy to use a switch.
Yeah. We even got
Not a diva
button
like that.
lights with our renovation. I don't even love them.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
too...
no, I
like,
like
I just like a
the
switch.
switch.
Yeah. Like, the American switches that you really can latch your fingers onto. I love that.
Oh,
Just go,
yeah.
Like, you can hang off one of those as a joke. You know, you can be like, hey...
Yeah. I'm abseiling. What am I like?
A bloke or a girl named Sydney even. Just like I had a 50-50 shot.
Okay.
A girl named Sydney has revealed that her grandma has had her iPod constantly on shuffle, but like on the whole time. Because her grandma has her iPod playing on a speaker dock. You know those speaker docks? I've got a picture of it there.
Yeah, that you can attach your iPod to, and that you get in old school hotels.
Yeah, I know that they haven't been bothered to change them yet.
No, yeah.
And she doesn't know how to pause it or turn it
She
off.
doesn't know how to pause it or anything, and that she just turns the volume up and down. And I asked her how long her iPod has been playing, and it's been playing on shuffle, she said, for over 10 years.
Just up and down.
I remember that my grandma, the grandma that I talked about swallowing, I did swallow her ashes. I told that story earlier in the week. She once couldn't get her TV to work, so she sent the remote to our place to turn the TV on.
Oh, really?
She lives an hour away. And she thought we could fix the TV. If she sent the remote to our house, we could just turn it on from there.
So
I'm like,
good.
oh, no, that's not how it works, Muriel.
With remotes, though, my mum lost the remote to her TV. And so she was just going to turn it on and off at the switch. I said, just nip to Officeworks and for $30 you can just buy a universal remote. And I did that for her, and it was like I invented the space station.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my genius son.
Universal remotes, they're a thing, guys. You can just grab them.
I know. I never had a universal remote though. I'm a slave to the Apple, that silly little silver Apple
I hate
remote.
that thing so
It's
much.
So
I hate
irritating.
it.
But I do like the voice to text option. Original cast recording, Wicked, 2003. All that sort of stuff. Very easy.
That's more your TV, though, isn't it?
No, I speak into the little thing and then it comes up on the TV.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're very clever like
It's
that.
like a little microphone.
But you have fun at your house. So your house like
my
Studio
house
54.
is a hoot at the moment. I can't, but I'm so happy to be here.
You should come up to Sydney with me for the Radio Awards. Oh, you are. Hey, hey Jess, how are you? How tech are you?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Jess, hi.
So my grandfather, he's 81, and I will literally get phone calls multiple times a day asking how to send text messages, how to send emails, putting attachments onto them. But the funny thing is, he's actually an electrician by trade.
Oh, no. Yeah, my grandma used to print out all her emails and then she'd go to the couch and read them. Oh, like that defeats the purpose.
Oh, we've got something from the Hackers soundtrack. You got to go. Remember we were talking about that movie with Angelina Jolie? You got
and Erin found the funny tagline, their only sin was curiosity or something like that.
Yes, go watch it this weekend. It's so good. The soundtrack's amazing. We're back with Glossys. And we'll jump with the jacuzzi, just the boys after 5.
Nudie jacuzzi.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
On Nova.
Thank you, Post Malone. I have not heard that name in so long. That name gives me PTSD, and not Post Malone, the name you just said before we turned the mics on.
I know.
Especially around an event. Don't ever say that name around an event again.
I really had to go into my the back catalogues on my brain to find that name even.
You just really slipped it in there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for this.
The Glossys. On screen.
Let's do Friday edition of Glossies with the boys. Today, what's happening here? Do you know this? Yes, it is.
Is this about Suits being
It's
rebooted?
about Suits. Yeah, rebooted. Resuited.
Resuited? I never watched Suits.
I hate watched it because I hated every single character so much. Mike Ross especially, but all the others. Everyone's like, oh my God, isn't this person, like Harvey, so amazing? No, he's not. He's so annoying.
It just doesn't look very exciting. I've seen trailers and it's been on the screen before. And yeah, dear, here's a hot take. Too many suits and suits.
Yeah,
it's just
there
people
is.
walking around in suits.
It's people walking around throwing manila folders on the ground going, God damn it. Like Meghan Markle, all she said was, God damn it. God damn it.
God damn.
God damn it.
God damn.
Mate, God damn it. I'm never dating you again. And then 20 minutes later, she's dating Mike again. God damn it.
Oh, no. Call me old school, but I'm an Ally McBeal man, you know? I liked Ally McBeal. I liked Carissa Flockhart, Portia de Rossi, and Lucy Liu. That's who I want being my fake lawyers.
In my free-to-wear lawyer drama of choice was The Good Wife. Because I love Juliana Margulies so much.
Oh my gosh, well, you should get into Morning Wars because Juliana Margulies comes in second season and it's a bit of a hubba relationship.
Hubba with Juliana Margulies and Reese Witherspoon. That's weird.
Oh, you know. Did I tell you?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, they hook up in it.
Spoiler alert.
Well, they're on season 3 now. That was season 2. I think I'm allowed to give spoilers.
Someone wrote once, obviously much more clever than me, that Suits is for idiots who think they're smart. because I don't know that it's not smart. So like, oh my God, I'm really into Suits. Like,
Suits.
12-year-olds like Suits. Anyway,
I'm not really into legal dramas. I prefer I like political, like presidential dramas.
House of
Cards.
Cards.
What's that one we love? Yeah, House of Cards. But what's the other? Designated Survivor.
Oh, Designated
It's so ridiculous.
Survivor.
It's so bad, but so good.
It's so bad, but so good. Okay, next Glossy, please. What's happening in this one here?
I don't know the story. This is Prince William.
Yes, for some reason, obviously he's been asked every question in the world, and now he can add what's your favourite emoji to the list.
Oh, great.
Do we have a seat for 2 right now?
Right now?
Probably half 2. Maybe half 2? Yeah, 2:30. In about an hour.
Okay, I can't hear any of that. Basically, he's saying the eggplant emoji.
William, well, I guess
and then lied and said, but yeah, anyway, the eggplant emoji, I think, was the headline.
They're being a bit fun and cheeky at the moment. And I saw King Charles was out for a walk in the Scottish Highlands the other day, and two, what do we call them, off-road cyclists, BMXers, stopped and had like a long chat with King Charles. They bumped into him.
There you go. BMXers.
Yeah. What do you call that? Off-road biking, dirt track biking?
Dirt biking. Mountain biking. I went mountain biking in Newcastle once, and it was literally one of the most terrifying things I've ever done in my life. Like, we'll give you the easy track. I'm like, yeah, no worries. And literally, I was like doing Tom Cruise stunts. I was like, I hated it.
Was your ass on fire? It just burned sitting on that little seat.
No, my ass wasn't on fire.
Oh, okay. That's what has happened to me every time I've gone dirt bike, whatever it's called. What's it called?
Mountain biking.
Mountain biking. Okay, yeah, mountain biking.
Was your ass on fire?
Yeah, because the seat's small.
But you never sit on the seat. You're always up and about like this. Ew,
I know, and that's working your glutes.
Ew,
my parents got mad into cycling recently, and they bought the padded pants.
Oh yes.
My God, it looks like they've got incontinence pads in there.
Do they have the little shoes that clip into the pedals and then clomp around cafes and push all the tables together and ruin everyone's morning?
I don't think they've gotten to that level of dickheadery yet, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Next, Glossy, please. What's happening here?
Oh, my God. This is so funny.
Yeah.
So, Watch What Happens Live is the TV show hosted by Andy Cohen in the States. It's on at like 11:30 p.m. And it's real. They always have like a real weird mix of two guests.
Yes.
So normally it's like a Real Housewife and someone else.
Yeah.
But Troye Sivan and one of our favourites, Reba McIntyre. I don't know who thought to pair the two of them together to be interviewed by Andy, but they were on the other night, and I think Troy sort of educated Reba on a little gay sort of...
They were talking about his album cover. What's his album called? The album's out now, and there's something to give each other. And it's a very suggestive photo where a friend of his is like wrapping... Have we got a picture of that, Jermaine?
Oh, yeah,
like
the thighs.
Wrapping his head in his thighs. And I think he mentioned that he took a popper during the photo shoot. A popper, just to keep it authentic.
Just wanted it to feel very intimate and very real, and it ended up being my favorite part of the photo.
Reba, have you ever done poppers?
I don't think so. What is a popper?
Well, I don't think so.
No, and why is Troy dressed like Catwoman? Look at the gloves.
I have no idea. We're back in the jacuzzi next, and guess what? We have a blast from the past. We're going around the country with the original, the OG Metro Whippers.
Friday night, gentlemen. It's Friday.
It's Friday on Nova.
Shall we take a dip?
I mean, I'm not a superstitious guy, but I think the fact that you and I are just about to jump into the jacuzzi together, pre-awards night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, radio's night of nights, celebrating 100 years of commercial radio, may I add. I think that's a good sign for us.
I know, it's a sign of good things to come. I
Being
think
in hot bubbles with each other, you know?
Yeah, I brought some Epsom salts today to really relax.
I remember when you got right into those and that's all you talked about was Epsom salts. Remember that?
I'm still loving Epsom salts. I just don't talk about it as much.
Hang on, this might be like an ibuprofen situation. What is Epsom? How are we saying it? Is it Eps and salts?
Epsom, E-P-S-O-M, salts.
Epsom.
Epsom salts.
Wow.
But that doesn't sound as good. Epsom salts.
Epsom. It's one of those words that I've just said really fast so no one knows that I'm saying it wrong. It's like I didn't know that ibuprofen was one word. I thought it was I, capital B, like profen.
Oh, no, it's ibuprofen.
It's like, what? Anyway.
Oh, the English language.
Oh, don't get me started, mate. Don't get me started. We're going to do a little blast from the past very soon. If you are
I'm so excited about this.
You and I are going back to our TV roots.
Yes, we're metro whipping around the country, finding out what's on.
Did we work out the project started a long time ago, and we were both on. We were inaugural whippers And we
Yeah,
are
it
going
was
to go
like
back to
13 years
the
ago.
OG of the whips very soon to see what's happening around the country this weekend. A very busy weekend, may I add, around the country.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Taylor Swift's movie premiered in LA last night. We talked about it.
I know.
Rocking up with
Beyonce was there.
Beyonce. They really looked
I know.
both like they were both pretending completely different events.
I know, yeah, because Taylor was in like a very flowy sort of, almost like a denim dress. And then...
What was with her hair? Was her hair... She looked like a polygamist wife.
yeah, and then Beyonce looked like she was ready to kind of go
Beyonce-
to some sexy
I mean,
outer space party.
I'm going to say this because Ricky's not here. Beyonce looked really up herself to make it all about her. She's just... she was also, very quickly, hey, Beyonce, you're at the movies. Like,
Yeah,
chill,
you don't need to wear sunnies.
chill out, bae. You're at the movie. Like, I'm going to see the Taylor Swift thing at the IMAX on Sunday. Probably just going to wear jeans and a tee.
Oh my God, you're not going to do a big...
I'm not going to make it about me, bae.
I don't know if Bae would have even been able to sit down in that and watch the film properly.
Bae.
Oh, Bae.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to call it bae because that annoys you.
Bae.
Hey, bae. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay. Hey, bae.
Hey, who do you dislike more? Ryan Seacrest or Kris Jenner?
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, 'cause
and a lot
Kris
of people
is
think
at
I
least-
should like Ryan Seacrest, but there's just nothing. Like, I feel like he's one of those guys, a bit like Ellen and James Corden, that act like that, so they'll never say anything bad, but as soon as the camera stops, they're the worst person ever.
Yeah,
I don't know
totally.
that. I just get that feeling from No Socks Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather hang out with Kris Jenner.
Totally, 100%. And Bae, I'd like to hang out with Kris Jenner and Bae.
Bae, yeah.
Bae and Jay might come over and watch a movie together. And also, take your
Yeah.
sunnies off, mate, because it's the movies and it's not a 3D movie, okay?
Yeah, Bae and Jay, no way. Well, Ryan Seacrest, he's
Yes.
admitted that he once clogged Kris
What?
Jenner's toilet. Have a listen.
Okay.
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. Because hang on, wait. The people playing at home, he created the Kardashians.
Oh, yes, he created the Kardashians, but, I mean, that would be a terrifying thing to say these days around
Well,
Kris
no, hang
Jenner
on, wait.
because she's
So
kind
he
of taken
created,
over.
he created the television show. They
yeah,
obviously
I mean-
were already a family.
Yes, and he created the show, but I do think Kris is now calling most of the shots.
Sure.
She's a
Toilet
momager.
paper was put where it needed to be put, and the water level began to rise, and I clogged the toilet.
That's what I mean. There's just no personality there.
I know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so anyway, he clogged the toilet. It still wouldn't flush, so he actually had to retrieve what was in the bowl and used a toilet ring cleaner to scoop out his poop.
American toilets scare me. I'll tell you why. Because the water
'cause the
level,
water's
the
up
water's
there.
too high to begin with, and also you can't not make a sound in those toilets.
I know. What's that about with all the
it's like
water
a
in the
Dolby
toilet?
surround sound. You go there and it goes plop,
Oh, yeah, it's a real heavy
and it
plop.
splashes back up on your back of your thigh, and it's not right.
Yeah, not a fan.
Why is
But
it
I
so
bet,
high? The
I bet
water
even
level.
Ryan Seacrest poo is like beige in colour.
Oh. Yeah, or no, khaki chino. It'll come out khaki chino. 13,
Probably
24,
holding a little
10.
microphone.
What went down in the toilet? 13, 24, 10. Because Pop Bitch are calling this the notorious Biiiig. Because Conor McGregor, you know Conor McGregor?
Yeah, the fighter.
The fighter. He's a lover and a fighter. He spent ages in the toilet at an Irish pub while on a promotional tour. Once he exited the bathroom, his security team prevented anyone else from using the bathroom, and some are suggesting he bogged the toilet there. So that's one little story from Connor, the notorious Biiiig. And then there's this, one of my favourite stories I've ever brought to the table.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this one is my favourite.
Susanna from Trinity and Susanna blocked the toilet while at lunch with Princess Margaret. Have a listen to how we covered the story not that long ago. Was it a year ago? I think it might have been a year
I don't
ago.
know. It was a great
Margaret,
day.
having inspected the situation, the clogged bog, she ended up coming back with a cake slice, so one of those cake slice things,
Yes.
which Her Royal Highness then used to chop Susanna's poo into small, more manageable pieces and then flushed.
That's amazing.
And I was like, that
That's
can't
amazing.
happen. That was October last year, and it's October this year now.
Oh my God,
isn't that
it's
amazing?
poo month.
Isn't that
Oh.
amazing?
I like remember Trini and Susanna. Their whole gig was they just used to sort of travel around and tell women that they were ugly and fat.
No,
and
I
they didn't
know.
fit their bras. It's a different time.
I know, different time. Yeah, Trinity and Susanna and Russell Brand and all those great guys.
Oh, remember the Two Fat Ladies, the
of course
cooking
I
show?
do, yes.
Oh, classic. And they used to drive around with the little motorbike with the side bike.
You know what?
attached to
This
it.
recipe needs more butter.
Yeah, I know.
Don't tell anyone I'm putting another cube of butter in. I mean, yeah,
Just
we
keep
get it.
adding.
You're huge. You're massive. James, what went down in the toilet, James? Give it to us.
Yeah, g'day, boys. I've got a couple of daughters who went through a Barbie phase, and toilet blocked one day, and fair enough, a Barbie doll came out.
Oh, my God,
no.
what?
They cracked the shits with Barbie and shoved her down the toilet.
Oh, wow.
They were trying to do its hair or something, and it just went wrong.
It wasn't Margot Robbie, was it?
Yeah, you can't put Margot down there.
No, I know. $100 thanks to Shell Coles Express. All gift cards today for our callers. Mel, welcome to the jacuzzi with the boys.
Hi,
Mel.
how are you?
Very good. What happened in the toilet?
Relaxed.
So it wasn't actually me. It was my brother who was staying with me at the time and who was very drunk that night and went for a vomit in the toilet and vomited his teeth down the toilet bowl.
He vomited his teeth?
Vomited his teeth down the toilet bowl?
Yeah, so he had dentures and obviously didn't glue them in, and he was
Oh, my
just
goodness.
hurling his guts up and came out and went, damn, I think I've just lost my teeth. But he hadn't, they were in the bottom of the bowl because he didn't flush, so he reached in, grabbed them
yeah,
out,
you got to reach in. Yeah.
gave them a good wash and whacked them back in his mouth.
Whack him back in.
I've reached into the toilet
Fuck her
way
up.
too many times than a person should ever in their life.
I hope that's got something to do with your kids.
Most of the time, 90% of the time.
Come on. I'm not
Notorious B.O.G. We're back next with new Empire of the Sun and Pinyao, and how's this? Metro Whip Around. That's right.
We're bringing it back.
B.O.G.
A foolish pleasure, whatever. I had to find the buried treasure, so grams I had to measure.
Ricky Lee, Tim, and Joel.
Chockies for the show.
Ricky Lee, Tim, and Joel. Driving you home on Nova.
How's this?
I love this, whatever it is.
This is Pinyao and Empire of the Sun together. A-E-I-O-U.
Oh, this is the perfect Friday Arvo tune.
It's also funny because, Nick Littlemore is in Pinyao and Empire of the Sun, so...
Oh, finger in a couple of pies.
Yes. I had him on the podcast when they played Splendor. They closed Splendor this year.
Oh, big deal. That's a big gig.
And he was very pumped about this coming album with Empire of the Sun.
I always feel like the next thing I do is the only thing, and I want to erase everything else. And this is what it feels like to me. It's like, oh my God, maybe I'm starting to actually make good records. This Empire record's crazy.
It's crazy. You heard it. Now, next, we are going back to our television roots.
We are. This might be triggering for some people if you ever had to do the Metro Whip on the project.
I hope people who used to do it are listening right now, because it really was a place that we cut our teeth. It was live. You had 30, 40 seconds. You were in your state, and you had to say to the nation what was on that weekend. You had to produce it yourself, present it yourself, and the OGs are next.
Ricky Lee, Tim, and Joel.
Jimmy Eat World here on Nova. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. No Ricky this week. She's idle side hustling. She has told us via text message she will try and make an appearance at Radio's Night of Nights tomorrow night, but not on stage with us. But hopefully she'll be there.
She'll make it there wearing something. She'll look glamorous and all cashed up from hosting Australian Idol.
Hey, as Michael Gray famously says.
I can't wait for the weekend.
Now, we've just done some maths, and let's cast our mind back to 23-year-old Joel Creasy and 29-year-old Tim Blackwell.
Dangerous, and allowed on live television.
Yes, I know. And we're like, the rule book was thrown out. And every Friday night at about, because this was initially was the 7 p.m. project. So it
Yes,
was,
I was going to say that.
Yeah. This was at 25 past 7 generally.
Yeah.
And I was doing breakfast radio in Brisbane when I started the Metro Whip. And so that means you finish work at 9 a.m. and then you put all your thought and time into this Metro Whip around that comes on about at 7:25 p.m.
Yes.
And a lot of the time I was at the end. And one time, Joel, I was on a horseback dressed as a cowboy. and Charlie ran out of time. And over the credits, I just had to say bye.
No, it's the worst. You're always running out of time, and you've also corralled all these people who are excited to be on television.
Yes.
And then it's like, go. But because you've got the earpiece in, they hear nothing. They don't hear the big cheese at the desk,
Nothing.
Carrie and Charlie or Waleed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a nightmare gig. But it was kind of a way to hopefully audition. Well, it was an audition to get on the main desk.
Yeah, I got on the desk and then I never worked on the project ever again. This is me from 2011. I believe this was Brisbane. Let's have a little look at this.
It is time on the project for the Metro Whip. And
Oh my
first
God.
up tonight is Timmy Blackwell in Brisbane. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Carrie. Well, look, the Brisbane Racing Carnival is well and truly underway. We're here in Doomben right now, and for the first time, you can actually bring picnics along. And when I think picnics, generally it's a box of jats and a box of wine. What are we taking along? What are we eating?
Well, chicken legs are definitely out, so we're going to go with some chicken breast stuff with
Wait
pesto.
for the prop.
Okay, so no cabana. No cabana. brc.com.au. You can see there.
I had to have a prop. I was only comfortable with props.
No, that's correct. And hey, you did a good job there because you managed to get the website away. Normally, you could never get the details of the event away.
Well, this is now you. So that was May 29. That was in May. That was May 27, 2011. Let's go to November 22, 2013. Joel Creasy's Metro Whip.
23 years
Thanks,
old.
Ross. Joel Creasy is in Melbourne. What's happening going on there, Joel?
Hey guys, I'm here at Como House in South Yarra for the Paris de Provence Festival, celebrating all things Francais. There's food, there's wine, there's lots of wine. Hashtag Vive la France, hashtag I've had some. There's also some beautiful Parisian women. The Australian basketball team is here. Marie Antoinette, it's not Kirsten Dunst, and Jacques the waiter is here as well. So come on down and I'll French kiss you. I'm very lonely.
Oh my God.
Creasy.
Oh, that was brilliant. Can I ask,
So
were
nasal.
you gay in 2013?
Well, am I more nasal now or was I more nasal then?
That's a hard question for me to answer where you're not going to get upset with me. Okay, so now what we've done is we've gotten together the OG whippers.
We've got the big guns of Metro whipping.
And I've got some project style like laughing, ready to go. I've got the whole thing. So let me see if I've got some music here. Let's just do this. There we go. Let's just do this. Now,
we've got our whippers on the
we've got our whippers on
screen.
the screen, ready
They're
to
all
go.
up. All the links are live, ready to go.
Okay. Well, I believe our first one, though, here is Brisbane with Mel Buttle. What's happening,
Yeah, let's
Mel?
see what's going on.
I'm barely here, Carrie.
Hey, thanks, Charlie. Thanks, Ruby Rose and Carrie. Hey, I've got a quiz for you guys. What do David Hasselhoff, beer, and potatoes have in common? Guess what? They are all loved by Germans. And this weekend, sunny Brisbane is going German and saying Willkommen to Oktoberfest. So come on down and say Dankeschön and have a sausage. Last time I had a sausage was Screwies Week. Mel Buttle, Metro Whipping Live from Brisbane, celebrating Oktoberfest. I might just get stuck into a potato now.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, classic gag. Thank you, Mel Buttle in Brisbane. Are we meant to be pretending we're Carrie and
Yeah, and Charlie. You're
Yeah,
Carrie on
Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah, what's next? Come on.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I'll cross to Sydney now. We've got Sam Mack in Sydney. Sam, what's on this weekend?
Hello, guys. Yes, it's Sam Mack here, live in Sydney. Boy, do we have a lot going on this weekend. We've got the Parramatta Lanes Festival happening and the ACRA's Radio's Night of Nights, a night where we recognise some extremely talented people who aren't quite attractive enough to make it on TV. Have an amazing time there, Tim. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. What's that? We're going to cross to Perth now. We all know there's nothing happening in Perth this weekend, or any weekend for that matter. But sure, let's cross to Perth.
Oh, brutal.
Oh.
Can't hear shit. Sam Mack ate up all the f***ing time again. Happy Friday, guys. Perth, lots going on. We've got the hot weather this weekend. Mary Poppins is going to be at Crown Theatre. We're looking forward to that. My producer said I had to mention the International Jazz Festival.
Is that hot, Ross?
Sorry. Just Ross is fine, thank you, ma'am.
Oh.
Okay, we're just doing live TV here. But the biggest thing everyone is talking about, we cannot wait for this weekend, is we're out of time. Have a good one.
Oh, thank you, Ross. Let's go to Adelaide now with my old radio co-host, Hayley Pearson's there. Hello, Hayley.
Yeah, Hot Ross is on now. Remember that time I got fully signed and didn't go to air because they ran out of time? Here I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome to South Australia. I've actually just got back from Europe, so I've got no idea what's on in Adelaide this weekend. Apparently, our producer tells me, though, Swan Lake is here. We love a ballet in Adelaide. And speaking of Europe, Oktoberfest is happening at the Intercon. All your favourite SA frothies, beers, kick off at 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing night. And I have arranged for 1,000 people from all over South Australia to do a performance for you in their German attire. Are you ready? 3, 2... Yes, that's Adelaide, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we're out of time. Sorry, Hayley. And just to round things out, let's cross to Melbourne now with Rusciano. Hi, Em.
How long? What do you mean he's got a camel? And Sam Mack. Melbourne, get excited because Sexpo is back inside you this weekend. Why not get your portrait painted by Picasso? Be amazed by the colossal Penosaurus. And don't forget to check out the main stage where Craven Moorhead, Dixie Normus and Eaton Beaver will be performing their virtual reality... Sorry, what? Okay, so www.sex...
Thank you, Em! That is the Metro Whip Around. The OG edition. Well done, everyone.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Troye Sivan on his provocative album cover. It's out today. Something to give each other. And he's taking over the surgery tonight at 7. How good's that?
Oh, so he'll talk to Smallsy, but not me.
Yeah.
Noted. Noted, Troy.
Interesting. Let's do this.
Hello. Can you put me through to the guy?
Caller of the week. Look, it's been the boys this week. Ricky will be joining us again on Monday because contractually she has to. So we'll see her then.
Yeah, it's a job.
It is her job. Yes, I'm sorry we're not Kyle and Marsha and Harry
Amy
Connick
Sharp.
Jr. and all
I
that
can be
stuff.
if you want me to be.
Sorry, I can't sing Valerie. But you have to come here on Monday. Touchdown. You look too fat for that dress. Oh, no, we don't do that anymore. Anyway, so we talked buffet boombas on Monday. Got this from Linda.
I think so. We went to the Epicurean recently in Crown at Sydney.
Yes.
Drew Fancy's family birthday. We starved ourselves all day.
Yes.
So we could barely crawl in. And then put ourselves in a food coma. And not content with that, had to leave with gelato because heaven forbid we should be eating as we walked out.
Yes, good. Oh, Linda, congratulations, you Boomba. You are our caller of the week. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Happy to be of service and make your bookings. Couldn't recommend it highly enough.
You did text through the link to the buffet too, so thank you for that. I appreciate it.
I know, you're a legend, Linda. You've won our, I think it's our 33rd caller of the week mug. Why was I going to guess? It's actually the 33rd. And we'll also send you a beautiful ice bucket champagne cooler.
Congratulations.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's Week in Review.
It was just the boys this week.
Oh, TGIM, and don't I feel like the belle of the ball? I've got you to myself.
Hang on.
Finally.
Hang on. What's that? Is that testosterone I can smell? Oh, my
Just
goodness.
pumping through my veins. I'm so excited to spend this week broadcasting to the nation. Just you and I. I mean, I already miss my dear Ricky Lee.
Of course we are.
So we did what all guys do when they get together. Pick up the phone and talk for hours. I was going to say something then, and I realised we're on the radio, so we're not going to do that.
Sometimes things can slip when it's just you and I, because I feel like I'm just on the phone to you.
Oh, yeah, because we stay up all night just twirling a finger around the little
I
coil.
lie in bed like this with my legs crossed on the phone to you, and I've got one of those old ones with the cord as well that I sit on. It's pink.
Like those cordless phones, but with the big aerial.
I've got a hamburger phone.
I've got the lips.
Can't wait for tonight's chat.
We spoke about fears.
I'm scared of spiders, damn it. I really need to get over my fear of huntsmen, actually.
You need to go on I'm a Celebrity to get me out of here.
No, I'm trying to train my 8-year-old boy to do it for me.
What?
Like to not be scared of spiders. Like, go get it. Go get it, buddy.
Oh, right. He can remove it for you.
Yep.
I'd remove a spider for you. They don't scare me.
What, big huntsman?
No, I don't care.
Really?
I've had more legs than that in my bed. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
We cried about social media.
Oh, can I tell you something? I put some photos up on the weekend of me with my beautiful baby niece, I lost 1,000 followers.
Oh, really? Is that real?
That was such wholesome content. I was on 169, and now I'm down to 168. So if some people could come back following me, please. I don't always do wholesome content. A lot of the time it's SponCon.
Yeah, it's hard for me to lose followers having not that many to begin with. So
we mourned together.
I swallowed a bit of my grandma when we were spreading her ashes.
That's right.
Yeah, we were spreading her ashes at Dan Murphy's in Mandurah. That was her favourite place. And the wind blew, and I got a big chunk of Nan in my mouth.
Dan Murphy's, that would be one of my favourite places too.
That's where we're spreading you, don't worry.
Is there a better feeling in the world than not being hungover and walking into a Dan Murphy's with an empty trolley and a good attitude?
I know, the world is my oyster.
Craft beer section, I'm coming.
We picked apart new trends.
I'm always a little bit late onto the trend as well, like just as it's like sort of
you're just getting into bowling shirts. Like we did that like 2 years ago.
Are you calling this a bowling shirt?
Yeah, like I used to wear bowling shirts too when they were cool, like a couple of years ago. Now it's like it's so out of fashion.
This is not a bowling shirt.
You look like Charlie Sheen in 2.5 Men. Men.
If Ricky was here today,
yeah, she'd agree with me. It's ridiculous.
No, I would walk out.
This is bowling for soup.
I bought this shirt to wear to my beloved's 30th birthday.
Okay. And what's this one?
Oh, that's just a.
Hey,
that's very funny.
We giggled about our boyfriends.
How rude. Did you get this right? One Christmas, like a couple of friends of ours bought Jack and I Christmas gifts, and they bought Jack a book called So You're Dating a Psychopath. Can you imagine? I got like some little tiny shitty bars.
Yeah.
And he gets the So You're Dating a Psychopath book. Oh, it was like a slap across the face.
Yeah. And finally, we spoke about first dates.
I think Netflix and chill's okay for a first date. I know you don't agree.
First date?
Every first date I've gone on, I've met the person before.
Yeah, because I've come up to you because you're Joel Creasy. We get it.
God, I wasn't saying that, but thank you. Thank you. You'd love to know what it's like. It's hideous.
I'll come and watch TV with you, but I'm not doing any of the other stuff.
I don't even want to sit next to you on a couch. That'd be so weird.
I don't want to watch TV with you either because your shows suck. Glossys.
I love it when it's just you and me because people think we just rib each other all day long that we mean it. I'm like, no, this is my favourite thing in the world to do.
Yeah, this is my favourite.
This is how we show our love. And I remember people going, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, we're having the time of our life. Don't interrupt.
What a week on the Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel show.
Yes, in the Tackle Shack. There'll be less tackle on Monday, but we'll have your first chance to see Kylie in Vegas.
Oh, yes, and I'll see you tomorrow night, boo.
Oh, yes. Enjoy. It's been fun in the Tackle Shack. Our love shack.